Battlefield Bad Company 2 is a new FPS game made by DICE that brings a stunning new level of multiplayer gameplay. Although Battlefield 2 Bad Company 2 may seem similar to the other Battlefield games, it still offers a new feel when playing against other online players. Battlefield Bad Company 2's online section is what I will be reviewing. The online is based around the American Army versus the Russian Army. The player may choose one of these sides and then also join or create a squad. I will explain squads in more detail later on. Battlefield Bad Company 2 offers a unique level of multiplayer experience and is so engaging. To start off, I would like to comment on the environment in Battlefield Bad Company 2. It is simply outstanding. The level of detail within these gigantic multiplayer maps really amazed me, and I was surprised by the graphics it offered. My computer couldn't run full graphics, and even then the graphics were still fantastic. To add to that, Battlefield Bad Company 2 offers a fully destructible environment, but there are a few noticeable exceptions to this. This means that you can blast a hole through pretty much anything you want using a heavy weapon, such as a missile launcher or a grenade launcher or even a vehicle. Another fantastic thing I liked about Battlefield Bad Company 2 is the gun effects within the game. They are also quite amazing. The recoil effects and the muzzle flash when you fire the gun gives you a sense of realism and make the game really enjoyable. When you are sprinting across the battlefield, running for cover with bullets flying all around you, the thing you don't want to happen is a grenade or some sort of explosion to go off right in front of you. Some are lucky enough to make it to their cover. Others, like me, are left with an outstanding view of an explosion sending your body flying through the air. What I'm trying to get at here is the sheer amazement of the explosion effects within Battlefield Bad Company 2. They are simply the best explosion effects I've ever seen in a game so far. Battlefield's visuals really amazed me, and I would have to give them a 10 out of 10 because I came across no bugs whatsoever in terms of graphics within the game. The sound effects in Battlefield Bad Company 2 multiplayer are astonishingly realistic, and if you have good enough speakers or headphones, really make you feel as if the explosions are going off around you. When you or your teammate blows a hole through a structure, the resulting sound is absolutely awesome, not to mention the stunning visual effects as well. The sound of every weapon in the game being fired is also awesome, and so realistic. The sounds in Battlefield Bad Company 2 really did a lot more for me than they usually do in most games. I can't really say anything bad about the sound effects because they were just simply outstanding. When you're inside a fortified position with your squad mates or teammates and you suddenly get shelled by a mortar or a tank, the sound of the resulting shell shock effect is so well done and really gets you involved in what's happening. The sound effects within Battlefield Bad Company 2 definitely deserved the 10 out of 10 I gave it. Battlefield Bad Company 2 multiplayer is a fantastic game to play with friends or just online against other players. However, I did notice that Battlefield Bad Company 2 isn't a noob-friendly game, because me and a few friends started out and we were all getting completely rolled. I don't know if that's just our fail skills, but it seemed a bit hard to get used to when I started playing, that's all. Most vehicles in the game are pretty straightforward in terms of driving and controlling them, but some, like the helicopters, take some practice to get good with. One thing I really liked about Battlefield Bad Company 2 is being able to use the destructible environment to my advantage in terms of using it for cover or places to shoot out of. Like all other elements of Battlefield Bad Company 2, the gameplay was also very realistic and you focused intensely on what was going on. I thought this made the game really fun. Another thing I liked about the game is that the maps are enormous and scattered with cover for places to hide behind. I also like the fact that the PC version of the game could support 32 players in one server all at once, so this made the gameplay a whole lot more intense. Battlefield Bad Company 2 offers a class system to the players, which enable them to be able to choose a class to play. Each time the player dies, he can choose a different class or continue to play the same one. The classes in Battlefield Bad Company 2 multiplayer are so diverse and have different unlocks that you achieve through playing well in online games. Each class has a different role in the game, and this makes Battlefield Bad Company 2 a whole lot more tactical than Call of Duty. The classes are as follows: the Assault. This is your typical Marine class that uses the assault rifles to lay waste to his enemies. The assault also has the grenade launcher attached to his weapon and has the ability to throw down an ammunition pack for nearby teammates to refill their ammo supply. The next class is the medic. Do not be fooled by the name. The medic is a strong class equipped with LMGs in the game. The medic has the ability to throw down medic packs and to heal nearby teammates. And also it has the ability to use the defibrillators on fallen allies to bring them back into battle. The next class is the engineer. The engineer is the vehicle class of Battlefield Bad Company 2. However, this doesn't mean that he is the only one allowed to use vehicles. It just means he's equipped with the SMGs of the game, and he's got the missile launchers and a repair drill so he can repair damaged vehicles. Engineer is my personal favourite, but that's just my opinion. The final class is the Recon. The Recon is the typical sniper class of Battlefield Bad Company 2. The Recon is dressed in a ghillie suit and can therefore camouflage in bush as well. The Recon uses the sniper rifles in the game and has the ability to use C4 explosive and mortar strike the enemy. The Recon also unlocks many gadgets such as the motion sensor, which can detect approaching enemies within the radius. These are the classes of Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I thought they were all pretty balanced. Although Recons can sometimes be a bit overpowered when playing in hardcore, as one shot from their sniper rifle kills you, which is a bit retarded. DICE also had another great idea they included in their game. The ability to join and create squads was pretty awesome, I thought. This means you can form a group of 4 with your friends and stick together in the game. You can also spawn on your squad members when you have died. Another thoughtful idea from DICE was the ability to be able to spot enemies in the distance and alert your team to their location. This makes the game more tactical and more fun, I thought. Some of you may be questioning to yourselves as to whether the Assault's grenade launcher is also going to be overpowered like the ones in Call of Duty. Well, I'll tell you now, the grenade launchers aren't as overpowered as the ones in Call of Duty, but players are still heavily dependent on using them. I think that the gameplay of Battlefield Bad Company 2 is very engaging, but a little hard to get used to at first, so you die a lot. Be prepared for that. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. Overall, I gave Battlefield Bad Company 2's multiplayer section a 9 out of 10, because the presentation of the game was just excellent, but it lost the mark for some of the factors in the gameplay I explained. So if you're a gamer that likes excellent presentation and above standard gameplay, then Battlefield Bad Company 2 is definitely the game for you.